Stark naked, Dad responded. Okay, this is really getting out of hand. Not only did my mom call me by the Japanese name I discarded when I was 5, but now she's learned the phrase stark naked and will likely use it any chance she gets. But I guess she doesn't go out all that much, so I probably didn't need to worry. I should blow the candles out before they melt. I directed their focus back to the beautiful cake in front of us. We didn't have dessert very often, and cake even less. So it was easy getting my parents to stop talking about what a wild kid I used to be and turn their attention back to our celebration. That's right! My parents gently pushed the cake closer to me and wished me a happy birthday in Japanese. お誕生日おめでとう. I took a deep breath and held it for a moment as I thought about what to wish for, and then let all the air out in a whoosh. The flames flickered and danced, but in the end, they were no match for me. Thin wisps of smoke floated up toward our dark wooden-beamed ceiling. My mom immediately plucked the candles from the cake and dropped them in a glass of water. Then she carefully fished them out and dried them on a napkin so we could use them for my birthday next year. So, what did you wish for? She can't tell you that, my dad answered for me. Why not? Because then it won't come true. Is that what Americans believe? This skepticism from a woman who still insists I was born from a melon. My parents didn't celebrate birthdays with cake when they were little kids in Japan, so my mom improvised. Every year, it was the same type of cake for my birthday. Golden sponge cake from the store that she layered with defrosted frozen strawberries because it was impossible to find fresh ones in the fall. She made a syrup from them too by mashing up the berries and blending with a little honey. After that, she covered it all in lightly sweetened, vanilla-scented whipped cream and decorated with more fruit on top. Usually, sliced kiwis and mandarin orange segments, mangoes if there were any ripe ones. Are your friends' cakes like this? She asked the first time she made it. I didn't have much of a filter when I was little, but even then, I knew not to say, nah, Luisa's mom and dad get a big cake from Costco, and the person behind the counter writes, Happy birthday in dark blue frosting from a tube. Besides, my mom's improvised cake was pretty tasty too, with its strawberries that soaked into the tender sponge and the tartness of the fruit mixed with the creamy topping. Even though I knew she added the fruit to make it healthy, I devoured it in no seconds flat. Because the sooner I was finished, the sooner I could open my presents. It didn't matter though, because my parents chose to savor the cake instead. Mom made sure to give me a slice that was twice as large as theirs, but they still took 3 times as long to finish. It's like eating a cloud mixed with sunshine, my dad complimented my mom. Pshh, Mom responded. She isn't comfortable with compliments. That's probably why she doesn't give out many herself. When they finally finished and my dad had cleared the table, usually my chore, but not on my birthday, my mom brought out a box from the garage. It was wrapped in paper I recognized from last year. And like last year, I made sure not to rip it when I opened it. Underneath the wrapping paper was a shoebox. I anxiously lifted the lid. Inside there were 3 items: a small container marked fragile, an envelope, and a flat rectangular box. I began with the fragile one because I already knew what it was. It was a potato chip set on top of a couple tissues. So? My dad's eyes twinkled. What is it? Dad worked in an artisanal potato chip factory. According to him, artisanal meant their stuff tastes better because they don't rely on machines as much. The old-fashioned way, he'd say with pride. To me, artisanal meant doing a lot of stuff by hand that machines could do. It also meant expensive. We would never spend that much money on a bag of chips. The company isn't very big, so my